Congressional conservatives are speaking out, warning the public that the illicit targeting of innocent people by the FBI is a pattern in the Bureau that continues today. One America's John Hines sits down with Congressman Louie Gohmert to learn more.
Robert Mueller has a long and sordid history illicitly targeting innocent people that is a stain upon the legacy of American jurisprudence. That from Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert in his report, Robert Mueller Unmasked. In particular, Gohmert writes Mueller's FBI helped mobster Whitey Bulger eliminate mob competitors, that former Pennsylvania Representative Curt Weldon's defeat was precipitated by a phony investigation by Mueller's FBI, that under Mueller, the FBI issued hundreds of national security letters demanding records and documents without probable cause, and that Mueller's FBI convicted the late Alaska Senator Ted Stevens of violating federal ethics laws, but later that conviction was overturned, noting false evidence was presented to the jury. And Gohmert says this corruption continues even today.
If Robert Mueller decides that he doesn't like you, whether you committed a crime or not, he doesn't mind destroying your life. And that was one of the biggest things that bothered me.
Why is your report relevant today after the Mueller hearing? Talk about that.
Because the FBI still has not cleaned up the problems that Mueller created. It's a pattern. And you had one friend after another, Mueller, Comey, Wray, and it appears to me Director Wray is not as interested in cleaning house of problem actors as he is just trying to sweep stuff under the rug.
How should he clean house?
They need to have somebody besides Horowitz do an investigation. They need to have maybe a special task force.
Should Mueller's treatment of, for instance, the journalist Jerry Corsi be investigated?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great example. I didn't mention Corsi in here, but that's
Is that a tactic, you think? That type of treatment of a witness, is that a repeated pattern which seems to be endemic to the FBI, at least?
Yeah, we saw it during the Obama administration. You know, Mueller had started this stuff under the Bush administration, but as you say, it's endemic to the problem that is ongoing.
Would you say this is in effect an example of perhaps a politicization of the FBI, at least on the top?
It's as much a politicalization as it is weaponizing. I mean, if it's politicized, then to me it's politics is what matters. But I would say it's more of a weaponization so that the Department of Justice becomes the Department of Just Us. So, we take care of us and our buddies.
And nobody else, and maybe the president, depending on who that is, perhaps, at the time.
Well, not if it's Donald Trump, they don't.
So essentially, Robert Mueller...
criminal hands. But
so essentially, Robert Mueller Unmasked, this report you've done, is not just about Robert Mueller. It's about the FBI and Comey and Mr. Wray, and an agency that is continuing a pattern, right? Yeah.
Not the entire agency, though. I mean, I talk to FBI agents a lot, and these are good people.
You heard first from people in the field, actually, tipped you off about this, right?
And I'm still hearing from people in the field that say, if we ever did a fraction of the things that people who are still at the FBI headquarters here, that they have done, we would have been ridden out on a rail, figuratively speaking.
You said a moment ago you want to wake people up. Why do you want to wake people up, and what do you want to wake them up to?
Because if the department, it's our federal source for determining crimes, justice, injustice, is overwhelmed with people who are unethical, then we're not much longer for being a constitutional republic.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.